beautiful life
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon and welcome to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. My name is อาจารย์เกษม พุทธเรืองศรี your host for the program. A Beautiful Life is a program broadcasted every Monday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Articles and information about life lessons or good phrases from the books or website will be presented in this program, together with the latest news from ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร for you to enjoy. Today we start with the article from China News Asia in CNA Insider part. They say it's squeezed by inflation and low salaries. Taiwan's young adults see their dreams fading. One graduate spent almost a third of his salary renting a 72 square feet room. One observer says some Taiwanese youth can afford a home only if they don't eat or drink for 20 years. Why are some in Taiwan starved? So now are the lists. The first one, despite going to university, many young Taiwanese are worse off than their parents were after entering the workforce. They are faced with the reality of living on stagnant wages and paying high rents, especially in Taiwan. One graduate has got multiple jobs just to cope. True for many like him. The issues arise earlier when choosing what to study, even as the future may seem bleak for some young people. There are those hoping spur change. So Taiwan since young Adriel Wang has dreamt of working in the film industry. He remembered watching the film Jurassic Park as a child and being fascinated by the special effects and technology used to bring the prehistoric creatures to life. It convinced me that dinosaurs really looked like that, said a 25 years old. It was so magical to me. I wanted to do the same thing. It is a dream he still thinks about as he rides his motorcycle past the cinema, looking up at the brightly lit film posters. But it is a far cry from his reality of delivering food on the Uber Eats platform. Wang graduated with a broadcasting degree from a Taiwanese university in 2021 and worked as a video producer for a startup media platform. But with his monthly salary at 32,000 NT dollar or about 1,350 Singapore dollar, he has had to take on multiple jobs. Besides delivery food at Hawk, Wang worked part-time as a dishwasher in a restaurant and does translation work for a television series. All I do is to earn as much money as possible to make ends meet. He said his dream has been put on hold for now. I want to make movies and touch people's heart, he said wistfully, but I am not sure I will ever achieve my dream. I still contemplating whether or not to give up on it. Wang is not alone in finding things hard after graduation. Nearly 54% of Taiwan's population aged 25 to 34 has a degree, according to statistics from the Ministry of Interior. In the United States, it is 51%, according to Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development or OECD data, the OECD average is 47%. With more graduates comes more competition for jobs, and for young people like Wang, a degree is not the golden ticket it used to be. With wages stagnating and the cost of living spiraling in recent years, some of them struggle to get by, let alone build a future or chase their dreams. Golden era over. Golden era is over. The rapid economic development Taiwan experienced from the 1960s led to the territory being named one of the four Asian tiger. At the peak in the 1980s, the economy grew by 14.25%, according to Taiwan National Statistics. From 1978 to 1988, the average annual wages growth rate was over 12%, said Lee Hung, a professor at the Chinese Culture University's Department of Labor and Human Resources. I refer to this as the golden era of wage growth in Taiwan's post-war history, he said. That was when the parents of today's young adults came of age and entered the workforce, but the current generation faces a different economic environment and labor market from before. Lee said according to official statistics over the past 10 years, Taiwan has seen single-digit growth. This year, growth is projected to dip to 2.04%. At the same time, there is an oversupply of college graduates. So, societal pressure is the reason that more young Taiwanese are pursuing higher education, said Hung Ching Chu, a research director of non-governmental organization Taiwan Labor Front. There was an era when having higher education led to stable employment and a higher income, and this value was prevalent in most families, leading them to aspire to better education for their children, he said. The educational system also offers relatively accessible entry to university, which made obtaining a degree less challenging. According to statistics from Taiwan's Ministry of Education, the number of universities has increased from 57 in the 2021 academic year to 126 in the 20 and 21 academic year. It seems to employer that there will be people to take up the job even if they offer low pay, said Liu Meijun, the chair of National Chungchi University Graduate Institutes of Labor Research. As a result, there is no pressure to offer better pay. So you can watch the video from YouTube. The title is Stuck with Low Pay, How Taiwan's Young Graduates Cope with High Costs, Asia's Stuck Generation. The video is only 20.49 minutes, 24 minutes and 49 seconds, so you can watch from YouTube. She remembered her shock when one of her graduating students told her the monthly salary he was offered as an editor was just over 20,000 NT dollar. I felt a deep sense of frustrating, he said. How can someone survive in Taiwan with that salary? Many parents often say, I sent you to university, but after graduating, your salary is even lower than what I earn with a higher school diploma. In the case of Wang, it was also really different to find a job after graduation in the job market for the visual media industry. The demand for talent is low, he said. He had two choices: stay in the industry, which he described as more aligned to his position, or look for role only somewhat related to what he wanted to do. He ended up in a media startup when his job scope include writing proposal, managing events, and dealing with marketing strategies. If I would choose to work in visual media only, the starting salary was only 26,000 NT dollar. He said the difference between these two options, especially when I was in need of money, made me think about which was most suitable. Even so, his current salary has forced him to supplement his income by working side gigs. Besides his living expenses, Wang has students loan and a loan from a friend to repay. To save money, he continued to live with his parents in Taoyuan and com- commute to Taipei daily. And during the commute, more than 1 hour each way, save him almost 3,000 NT dollar a month. A tidy sum, given that almost 30% of his salary goes towards repaying his loans. Do I feel more tired than others? Yes, he said, but it's the choice I made. The next topic is expectations versus reality. Besides a low starting salary, however, fresh graduates may have to grapple with wages remaining low even after a few years. It took 30-year-old Gao Min-ru 4 years to throw in the tower as an engineering in a global bicycle company. At that point, she was earning about 32,000 NT dollar monthly, which was 5,000 NT dollar more than her starting salary as a fresh graduate. Gao graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering relating to the traditional heavy industries commonly found in Taiwan. She had gone into engineering thinking her future would be very stable and promising. She had imagined that she would climb the career ladder in her company, get married, have children, and retire at the age of 60. But reality proved otherwise. Despite trying to improve her English in corporate writing and spoken English, she did not see a significant jump in her salary. It increased by maybe 1,000 NT dollar to 2,000 NT dollar each year. I would been working in this company for 4 years, but my salary hadn't reached 40,000 NT dollars. She said, it will make me wonder, after working so hard, I was still stuck at the same level. So, according to the information from the Ministry of Economic Affairs, Small and medium enterprise or SMEs employ 9.2 million people in 2021, representing more than 80% of the total workforce. But these SMEs may be inclined to invest in their workers. In 2018, articles in the Taiwan Business Topic magazine citing the National Development Council's studies reported a high correlation between company size and salary. The median monthly salary of a list company was 51,000 NT dollars in 2015, while the figure for non-listed company was 33 NT dollars a month. Furthermore, the median monthly salary was less than 30,000 NT dollars in company with fewer than 10 employees and over to 40,000 NT dollar in company with more than 100 workers. Besides, many of these SME tended to be family-owned, which means high-level positions tend to stay within the family, said Hong. If I told a middle management position, you still won't have the opportunity to gain ownership. This has been a frustration to Gao, who said, I couldn't see significant opportunities for career advancement. While she acknowledged that she could have gone to a larger company or to Taiwan high-performance technology industry, while salaries are higher. She said her peers who did so often have to work long hours. They have saved money, but they also tell me their lives are not enjoyable. She said there's some home at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. score on their phones, watching TV, and then go to bed. I don't think that's what I want. Hong also pointed to another issue that students do not adequately consider their job prospect when choosing their field of study at university. Without a clear sense of their interests, they may choose a field that's popular or perceived as interesting by others. He said after investing for years and a considerable amount of effort, they may realize that the industry isn't as promising as they initially thought, or the jobs isn't what they expected. This was the situation Su Cheng-rui, 32 years old, who found himself in after he graduated in 2014 with a degree in China literature. I chose the Chinese department because I had a strong interest in language and literature, but I wasn't clear about my future career path. At that time, he said, after graduating, I realized that careers in language-related fields often had low starting salary. This was something he's also noticed about his peer. He said, we tend to go with the flow and choose a major based on our academic performance. At the time, his starting salary in a broadcasting role in Kaohsiung was around 21,000 NT dollars. He has since quit and works part-time as a server in a Japanese bar in Taiwan while running a small fortune-telling business and selling crystals and his own homemade incense. So that's all from China News Asia about squeezed by inflation and low salary. Taiwan's young adults see more dream fading. So you can take a look more from China News Asia. And we will be right back after a short break. You are listening to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. We are back to the news from Rajamongkol University of Technology, Pranakon. The first news from Home Economics. Cultivate arranging flowers to decorate the ark in honor on the auspicious occasion of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit 91st birthday anniversary. The Queen, Her Royal Highness Prince มหาจักรีสิรินธร at ดอนเมือง Airport. Faculty of Home Economics Technology, Rajamongkol University of Technology, Pranakon, was assigned by Don Mueang Airport arranging flower arrangements to decorate the ark honor Her Majesty the Queen Sirikit, the Queen, Her Royal Highness Princess มหาจักรีสิรินธร on the auspicious occasion of Her Majesty the Queen Sirikit's 91st birthday anniversary on 12th of August 2023. The Queen, Her Royal Highness Prince มหาจักรีสิรินธร arrangement of flowers to decorate the Ark of Siam decorated with peacock tails. The peacock is a symbol of the quality of Thai silk, as well as using pottery from the foundation for the promoting of bonsai arts and crafts in flower arrangement refers to the royal initiatives that spread the results of development and promote careers for the people widely, with faculty, students, and alumni of the Department of Applied Home Economics joined the decoration on July the 31st, 2023 at Dongmueang Airport. So you can take a look at the Dongmueang Airport. And the time is up for today, A Beautiful Life. Please join us on every Monday here on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Your host has been อาจารย์เกษม พุทธเรืองศรี You are welcome to subscribe to our channel on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Thank you very much for joining our program today and see you again next Monday. สวัสดีครับ
Beautiful Life will be back again next Monday.